Welcome to Utisa Mathematics. In this video, we are to solve x plus 1 all factorial over x minus 1 factorial. This is equal to 56. This is a problem in factorial. So let's begin with the definition of a factorial. If you have n factorial, this is the same as n times n minus 1 times n minus 2 times n minus 3 up to 1. So where n is a positive integer. If you have a number, then its factorial will be when you reduce the number up to 1, the product will give us the factorial. So example is 4 factorial will be the same as 4. When you reduce it by 1, you have 3. When you reduce 3 by 1, you have 2 up to 1. So the product of this is what is called factorial. So this will be 24. Okay. Now let's come back to the question. So x plus 1 or factorial can be written as x plus 1. Now when you reduce this one by 1, it will be left with x. And then when you reduce this one by 1, you have x minus 1 factorial. So the equation can be written as x plus 1 factorial over x minus 1 factorial, which is equal to 56. So this implies that in place of x plus 1 factorial, we put x plus 1 times x minus 1 factorial over x minus 1 factorial. This is equal to 56. So we can cancel this and that. Now when we do that, we have x times x plus 1, which is to let's expand. We have x squared plus x. We can bring the right hand side to the left hand side. So minus 56 is equal to 0. Now this is a quadratic equation. Now how do we solve this? There are a number of ways in which we can solve this one. Can use factorization, can use formula, can use completing of square. So depending on the question, you select the method that is most appropriate. Okay. Now looking at this one, you can easily use factorization. So how do we use factorization? You check the coefficient here, which is 1 times the constant minus 56. Then we find the factors of minus 56. 2 of them, when we add, we get this coefficient of the middle term. Then when we multiply, we get minus 56. So looking at the factors of 56, you can have 7, you can have 8, and so on. So now it's positive here, so we can choose minus 7 minus 8, positive 8. Minus 7 plus 8 will give us 1. Minus 7 times 8 will give us minus 56. So we are going to break the middle term into these factors. So this implies that x squared minus 7x plus 8x minus 56 is equal to 0. We have not changed anything because minus 7x plus 8x will still give you x. So we then group them. So we have x squared minus 7x plus 8x minus 56, which is equal to 0. Now the common factor here will be x minus 7 plus 8 x minus 7, which is equal to 0. So we have x minus 7 and then x plus 8, which is equal to 0. This implies that x minus 7 is equal to 0 or x plus 8 is equal to 0. We then find the value of x in each case. Over here, when we add 7 to both sides, we have x to be 7, or when we transfer it to the right hand side. And here, we have x to be minus 8. Now because x is a positive integer, that's x is greater than 0, then we have x to be 7. So that is our answer. Viewers, thank you very much for watching this video.